Hello, hello. If you're coming in, say hello. Let's do a split screen. Hello, if you're in, say hi. I'm Larry Joe, SirenSong lover. I'm just doing some housekeeping stuff while we're coming in. Hope you're having a beautiful Sunday. We had time change happen yesterday, so last night overnight. So my world's a little, we're figuring out the new time. Like, wait, it's not. It's supposed to be later than this, except it's not. So anyway, hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm Larry Joe, SirenSong lover. You're intuitive. I talk about a little bit of everything in spirituality. I do readings. I do a little bit of everything. I brought out sound bowls today. I have lots of cards that we can get into. Lots of fun little tools. So if you're in, come in and say hello. Anyhow. Yeah. Hopefully we can hit some goals today. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else I want to do. Well, I'm just kind of here. I want to go. Okay. All right. Let's see what the general collective energy is while I'm tootling around here. Let me. Right. We're going to pull into the True Emotional Oracle deck. What I've been picking up on a lot in the collective recently is a lot of heavy regret coming from the karmics camp. So let's see what's going on with that. I'll leave that guy up. Bring that forward. Okay. So, the True Emotional Oracle deck. Let's see what we got going on here. We are in Scorpio season, so there's a lot of things coming to light that are no longer allowed to be hidden in the shadows. Scorpio is definitely about deep transformation. Let's see. Okay, round and round, cycles, triggers, and lessons. Are you ready to give up those cycles, triggers, and lessons? Because if you do not, there is bad news coming for you. Bad news bears. let's not. All right, we'll just put those two up there. You must be willing to let go of things so you do not keep repeating the cycle. Which is a lesson for all of us. Being willing to say goodbye to those things that are no longer serving your highest good. Let's see. Hi, Mordecai. How are you? Haven't seen you in a bit. I brought out some sound bowls today. I thought of you when I was grabbing them too. Good. Good. Alright, well, someone around here is feeling like shit. At least per the cards. Tangling with things they shouldn't be tangling with, which has been going on. Someone is happily single, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career focused. Yes. I've been seeing this happening where it's like some people are in regret. They refuse to let go of cycles, and then the other party is happily single. You and them focusing on their bag. Let's see what else we got going on here. Secret accounts. Double lives catching up to some of the people around us. Seen too much of that happening recently where I'm like, why? And why that? Let's see. All right, backstab, pain, cheating, deception, mind games, and love bombing. It's icky energy. So when I started out the read, I said that it felt like there was like some guilt in the air, kind of remorse, and it's like the time. It's all coming to light. All the backstabbing, all the secret accounts, the cycles, they need to close. So, yeah. No bueno. Badger, don't you get froggy and leap, sir. He's trying to help you. Okay, we'll move away from him. Badger! Okay, had to do a little energy clearing. There's some funky energy that just dropped in, which I had problems with that the other night, and my animals got really sick, so we're not playing that game tonight. So anyone that does not wish the best for the collective or myself is not invited. Anyone that wishes to send ill harm to myself or my home is to be evicted from the chat immediately. I will not have my animals getting sick again. There's a Jezebel spirit, lustful, envious, deceptive, trying to harm us. Okay, I'm gonna leave those cards to the side. Yeah, same. Best of luck on your travels. Hiya, Irene. How are you, my love? Safe travels, Mordecai. We'll see you later, my love. Be safe. These spiritual streets are getting handsy and thuggy. So, all right. Let's see if there's any other energy from this deck that I want to take out right now. It's been I've been under a lot recently, and I was doing a stream on Friday, and I got attacked like spiritually pretty heavily, and my animals got really sick, and it was not good. So yesterday I took a really big deep break. I took a really big deep break today to see if I continue on with Twitch or not, because having people energetically attack myself or my animals or anyone related to me really upset me. So I had to take a little bit of a break, because attacking my animals is not cool. So yeah. Let's see. All right, what is the collective energy that we need up in here right now, that we need to channel in on? And so there's a lot of, for like me, there's a lot of jealousy coming around. And this is a prime example. So blocked spam calls and texts. Like this week, I've been bombarded with spam for people that I haven't had in my life for years. And that have been, like, I've been receiving spam messages from my father, who passed away 6 years ago. And I've been receiving political texts from my son, who I haven't talked to in over 2 years, and my ex-husband, who I definitely haven't talked to. So, like, I've had a lot of people that have my information that have been trying to clog up my life. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure what happened. Well, so Friday was Dia de los Muertos. And so, like I say, I had a lot of energy, like actual spiritual energy attacking me. One of my cats got really sick, and all the other animals were bananas. So, I had to pull back the rein and do my own hermiting to kind of clear out the energy. And I had a lot of prophetic spiritual dreams last night, so there's that. Which this whole week I've been getting bombarded with dreams. So, all right, well, the energy coming is there's commitment. It says marriage. That can be commitment of any type. That could be like a commitment in business. That could be a commitment like a new position, job coming. That's the other part I have to remember, is that when I'm getting hit like that, it means I'm about to do a huge level up. So what'll happen is I'll get like everything bombarding down on top of my head, and that's like spirit being like, okay, you gotta do this final little push. So it's not, but that's also where I step back and go within to myself and protect myself, heal myself. The animals and I definitely had a lot of deep healing the last few days, trying to protect ourselves. And yeah, I've had some mindset shifts happen too. Seeing the true colors of everyone around us, and shocking news is coming. So hold on to your hats. There's some news coming that may shock you soon. We'll see. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have trap in reverse. Whoever tried to lay a trap for you or for me or for anyone has been halted. And whoever's been doing that is about to receive huge heartbreak. So, all right. Let's see. Brain, faith, healing, meditation, which is when it gets really heavy, that's what we have to do, is go within and pray over ourselves, pray over our lives, pray over our destiny. The energy has been really heavy within, just even outside today. Like, Arenia, I don't know where you are in the world. We just went through daylight savings time, like the time just changed for us. And when I woke up this morning, it felt like I had woken up in a parallel universe, and it was just like a kind of a dark, drizzly kind of reset day. That's okay. It's giving us that opportunity to work on our side hustle. Love that. All right. Let's see. There's anything else. You know what? Those are my cards. I'm just going to put those over there. I was like, I had 2 cards fly out, but they feel like they're for me. So, yeah. Okay, so I was born and raised. I'm older. Let's just say I'm past my 4th decade, and 38 of my 42 years were in Arizona, and I knew nothing about daylight savings time or time changes. So the last 4 years living in a state that changes, like, it's such a mind-blowing effect when time changes, because I was like, what? It's I don't know. It's kind of a weird phenomenon. Unfortunately, the animals don't understand that we lost an hour, gained an hour last night. Like, they're, like, what is going on? Also, just a perspective, does it feel like when that time changes, it really does get dark faster? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it literally feels like we went back an hour. No, what did we do? We gained an hour. But it's like it feels like it got dark. I don't know. I don't do this whole time change thing. Like I say, I came from a place that didn't have that. Okay, so right now, all right, we have to indulge in self-care. Yes, I know. And that's something we could talk about. Like, it does create heart attacks and strokes, and we're heading into the season where, like, holiday season. I can't even tell you, when I worked in the ER, and holidays, can't even tell you how many holidays, like, people would go to a family function and they would come in for a heart attack on Christmas Day or a stroke, and it's like, yeah, we need to be we need to be taking better care of our health. Like, I know daylight savings time and all these work schedules were created because we were meant to be workers. We were meant to be employees. Just like school hours were meant, like school was so that we would be good employees. It's like, yeah, no, we need to actually be worrying more about our health and taking care of us. So self-love, when we're feeling stressed out, when we're feeling burnt out, self-love. And fairy tale, phony, trickster, and illusions. So let's not get caught up in all of that. We have to be taking care of ourselves. Yeah. The only benefit to daylight savings time, like I say, it's like so they can utilize our work hours differently. Yes, self-preservation is a must. Free, moving on, letting go, loving you. And that's what we have to realize, is that, like, we have got to free ourselves from any illusions that are holding us back. And I think when I started working at the age of 13. And I think the biggest thing I've learned in the last 4 years, since I kind of stepped back from working like a regular job, was that our health, our freedom, our self-love is way more important than ever being an employee. And when you're ready to make the leap out of the regular working environment, Spirit will say, okay, I'll find a way. If you're brave enough to step out, I will find a way to help support you. Or I will help find a way to make that a goal for you. So when you're ready to say, I'm done, universe will support you. Whatever your little heart's wish and desire is, go for it. Go for it. Okay. Let's see. If there's anything else in here that wants to speak to us right now. The other part of it that we'll speak to is, when you're ready, when you're ready, you just have to say, I'm done. And I promise you, it's like the scariest trust fall ever. Universe will catch you. And I caught myself with this because I've always been a horrible sleeper. And if you actually look back, before we had industrialization, before we had all of the modernity, our sleep schedule was such that we would go to sleep when the sun went down. We would be asleep for a few hours. We would wake up for a few hours to stoke the fire, to keep the house warm, to make sure we didn't freeze to death. And then we would go back to sleep. And that's very much that's a more natural rhythm for me. It's like natural to have like a period of sleep, wake up for a little bit to like stoke my own internal fire, and then go back to sleep for a little bit. So industrialization, the modern work schedule, modernization, and the school schedule has made it so that we aren't following like the circadian rhythms. That's why they talk about like the witching hour between 2 and 5. But the witching hour, like that's our creative time. That's when the veil is thinnest, is between 2 and 5 in the morning. And that's because our ancestors, like the world is quiet and you can actually talk to them. So I feel for a lot of us empaths, intuitives, supernatural folk, it is natural to be kind of awake between that time, because that's when our connection to our ancestors and to source and to God is the strongest. So don't fight those rhythms. That was another reason why stepping out of the modern working world was great, because I now get to tap into source. Like some of the, it was like 2 weeks ago, and it was like 2 in the morning. It was 2:22 to be exact. And I heard an owl outside, and I was like, okay, got a message. I got a message from, I think it was Lilith and the Morgan. I was like, yep, that's why I'm supposed to be up at 2 in the morning to be able to get those messages from the source to say, okay, I got you, I heard you. I know you're protecting me, and I love that for us. So. Okay. Praying, faith, healing, meditation. So tapping into what you need and want and love and desire. All right. I'm going to sit down. Hold on. I'm going to sit on my pad, and then, because my butt hurts a little, so let me put this underneath me. We'll probably change the height of the camera a little bit. And then I'm going to get into another deck. Okay. Okay. Feels slightly better for now. Maybe. Let me check one other thing really quick. Cool. Okay. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing, everything all at once? that it cools. Neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Alright, let's see what we have to say in here. Ace of Wands, we're getting those passionate offers. Once we start loving ourselves, once we start telling the universe we want more for ourselves, we're going to start bringing in those things that we love, that spark, that joy, that thought that creates what you need. Knight of Swords, this is rushing forward and cutting out anything that is not for you. Well, think of this. So I love the owl for confirmation because I had just spoken on Lilith and the Morgan. It was the owl that I heard. So cutting away anything that is not for us, almost as if by divine intervention. And I love that. Cutting away anyone and anything that is not for us. Seven of Pentacles. We've been doing the planting of those ideas, those seeds, those pentacles. Now it's time to let them grow. So you can't watch them grow. You can't dig them up after you've buried them to see if they're growing. You just have to let them grow. So go do something else for a little bit. Like that idea that you've had, let it grow. Because when you water it, but don't keep checking on it. Say, okay, I know you're going to do your thing. Getting more back to the rhythms of nature, knowing that everything has a season and a reason, the way it goes, the way it goes. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Our finances have been imbalanced, probably because we haven't been loving ourselves as acutely or accurately as we should be. And sometimes it's like things out of your control. And then divine, like that's when God's teaching is like, hey, you can't control everything. You have to follow the seasons. Like we are going into winter, so now we have to, deep restorative healing, growth, rest. Okay. The Star. So very Aquarius and humanitarian energy. So the Star is knowing that you are the main character. You shine in your own life. Don't let anybody else rob you of that. Because it looks like, so Daughter of Cups, this tends to be someone who is like emotionally like immature or emotionally like petty, childish, wants their way or the highway. Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords, you're having to come to that mental enlightenment and release yourself from those prisons. If there's someone who is in their Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like their imbalanced feminine energy, you need to let yourself out of that situation. Know that there is no negotiating with tyrants. So here was a quote that my tattoo artist, I saw some of his work this morning, and it is Latin, and it's sic semper tyrannis, thus always with tyrants. So you can't dictate with tyrants. You just have to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go. So if there's somebody who's being tyrannical in your life, just saying, you know what, I can't. Like if they're not mature enough to realize what they're doing, you need to be mature enough to say, I'm no longer going to play with you. Okay. Let's see what else. Because then you bring in Justice. Oh. Justice. This is Libra energy. This is balancing the scales, saying, you know what? We can't keep doing this. So, I always said I do not negotiate with tyrants. That was especially with my kids when they were little. I was like, I'm not going to negotiate with a pint-sized tyrant. And that's what that Page of Cups with the Nine of Swords feels like. It's like letting ourselves out of that mental imprisonment and saying, you know what, there's no winning with you, so therefore I'm just not going to play. So this was on the bottom, and then it came back out again. So Two of Swords, stalemate, saying, you know what, I can't do anything else for this, so we're going to walk away from it. Popped out again. Swords is mental. It's like mind games, playing games. Like, we don't have time for all that. The state of the world is pretty chaotic, so if people want to play mind games with you, like, they need to go play that in someone else's space. Not for you, not for me. Time to go. The Lovers, Gemini energy. So the Lovers, it's okay. First off, it's like soulmate, love energy. It's like not Geminis. They get a bad rap, except for they're known as being two-faced. Well, no, it's like two sides to every coin. Everyone has two sides. That duality. So when you bring in the Lovers. That's like you're bringing in that other half, like that counterpart. I always talk about how I'm like, the partnerships that work really well is not where we're trying to compete with each other, where it's like they represent one half and they're very strong in their half, and I represent the other half and I'm very strong in my half. And if we can learn that we meld and melt into each other, it works a lot better and easier. So it's not a competition. Very sleepy. This time change really does have me yawning, tired, trying to figure out, like, it's not what time it is. I cannot wait for the day where I don't have to worry about what time the clock says. It literally, I mean, and that's generally how I try to live my life right now, is that not worrying about what time it is, worrying about what needs to be done. It does mess me up though when I have to be on a time schedule for other people in daylight savings time. Other than that, like, I keep strange hours all by myself. I can do bad all by myself. And as an ADHD spicy kid, like, I lose track of time really easily. I think that's also so hard about having to be on a schedule for other people and or for work, because it was like I lose track of time. Like, I get immersed in things. I think that becomes really obvious. Like, and it happens still to this day, where like I'll forget to eat or I'll forget to use the bathroom because it's like I'm too busy doing everything else. Okay, Two of Cups. This is, again, unity, partnership, love. Each of us bring our own cup to the table. I love that. You have to be willing to let go of anything, anyone that is not helping support that goal, though. Okay. Alright, let's see. What else? Now my alarm clock is my animals and myself. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's see. Daughter of Cups came out again. So this is Page of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine. Or it doesn't have to be feminine. It's just, like I say, that petty, like, hot and cold and just ick energy. We don't want to play there. It's like the unhealed version of the emotions. Well, it's not. Mother wounds, father wounds. How we are sitting, or we're meant to be sitting, is mother. This is Queen of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles is so nurturing. Mother Earth energy. She's got everything that she wants, needs, and desires. So don't play around with immature people. because it'll cheat you out of your abundance, your wealth. The Chariot. Okay. So this is Cancerian energy. This is heavy water. This is, I'm rushing forward. I know what I want. This is emotions. Chariot is water. Cancer energy is water. So like being in touch with your emotions, being nurturing. Love that energy. Okay. Can be any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's typically Chariot. And then 5 of Swords, having to change those patterns for us, okay? So 5 being change is needed. Swords being mind game, mental manipulation, that's a no-go, has to change. All right, I love that it repeated that energy, even though I put it back in the deck. Let's see. I'm going to take a sip here really quick. All right. Okay, 6 of Wands. We're moving on to victory. The sun is shining on us. We're going to have good outcomes. 6 of Wands is our passions are aligning. We're on the right path. Okay. We're going to be victorious. We're going to be happy. We'll be okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So 4 of Wands, balancing our home, balancing the walls. I always say 4 of Wands. That's like each wall of the house. So 4 of Wands, this is a union card. It comes out again with the Lovers, Gemini energy. 2 of Wands, we are balancing our passions. We're balancing like our passions and our ideas with the real world stuff. And that is gorgeous. And that brings us 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups being like happily ever after. We have the house, we have the cars, we have the kids, we have the lover, we have the stability. Whatever it is for you. I say house, cars, like that's like the American dream. But whatever your dream is, whatever your 10 of Cups is, it's coming. You just have to be willing to let go of the people that are draining you of your energy, that are causing chaos. And this is divinely guided. You will be guided to happiness, okay? You've done the work. You put in the seeds. You're good to go. All right, let's see. What else? Okay. 9 of Swords. Escaping that mental imprisonment, letting yourself go, cutting yourself out of the bonds that have kept you chained. Nine of Swords again. Okay. All right. I'll set those down for a minute. Let me take a minute to breathe. I was like talking. Let's see. What else? Okay. Checking to see if I got any messages from it. Let's see. There. pull out of the Lovers Oracle deck. I don't know why. Like, love feels prevalent. Love does feel prevalent. It's like those that have been doing the work, we're getting the love. So, if you've been doing your personal work, you've been healing your wounds, you've been letting it go. Let's see what we got. So, Lovers Oracle. Let's see. I am Larry Joe, SirenSong Lover. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, that can be done through Cash App, Siren, capital S, Song, capital S, Lover, capital L. Should you wish to book a service with me, that can be done through my website at sirensonglover.in, or you can email me at sirensonglover@yahoo.com. Let's see, what else? I'm on Discord too. I get around. I'm on all the major platforms. Let's see, what else? Okay, I love it because we're kissing trees. We're tapping into that druid. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Yes. Okay, let's read that again. I'm going to cover her tatas because, censorship. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Love that for us. Let's see. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Look inside yourself and examine what is causing you to feel this way. Who told you that you weren't worthy of love? And then how have you gaslit yourself this whole time to think that they were correct? I'm going to tell you this. It was always the people that were breadcrumbing me that could never offer me love because they didn't know how to love that told me that I was unworthy of love. So look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So for me personally, it was like I was told by a mother that didn't know how to love that I was too much. No, I wasn't too much. She just was unable to love. So self-reflection. Okay, we got 2 others there. Let's see. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. And then sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Sexual union. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the most potent healers also have the most potent sexual healing. Use your powers for good, not evil. Okay? As I take off my clothes. So sexual union. Let's see what that has to say again. After I pop my bag for a minute. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find bliss. All right, let's see if there's any other cards in here. As I've got wild, crazy hair going on. Yeah. Big stretch. Yeah, do some big stretches. You've got some funky smells going on over here, boy. Okay. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay, so you got a secret admirer out here. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay. All right. Here's another one on the bottom here that is gorgeous. And then I'll do another quick shuffle through and then I might change decks. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Beautiful. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Yes. Sometimes we need time apart to breathe. Sometimes we need time apart to breathe. Okay. Let's see. What else? Who can it be now? Who can it be knocking at my door? Is that the Police? Is that who sings that? Gosh, who can it be knocking at my door? That's a scary thought. All right. Know why random 80s songs are popping in right now. Okay, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. All right. Well, apparently I was feeling love because it's coming, even though I try to avoid it. Even though I don't have any active suitors, I know I do. I know you do too, whoever you are. Whoever you think it is, it probably is them, which is terrifying too. If your person's been crowding your mind, or if you don't have a person, but you do have a person that you constantly think about, if they're crowding your mind, you're probably crowding their mind too. But not to terrify you. Maybe that does terrify you. I know it terrifies me. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna get into some. I'm going to pull out some synchronicity cards. Let's see. What synchronicities do we need right now? What story can we tell with some synchronicity cards? Hold on. Okay. Let's see what synchronicities we may need. The Synchronicity Oracle. These are kind of fun little cards. They've got a bunch of different signs, symbols, everything on them. And I can pull some other stuff. Let's see. All right. Yep. Okay. So I will show them first. Okay, so I love the reference to like older music because this thing always reminds me of like Video Killed the Radio Star, tapping back into those 80s roots. Let's see. I see lots of motion, like lots of movement, directed energy, playfulness. So here we've got like Sagittarius, we've got movement, we've got Libra with the scales. Lotus is like cleaning up the environment. The Prism, how are we bending our reality and having fun with it? There's also a bicycle on this one too, so there's a bicycle on both of them. So again, it's that movement, that motion forward. So here we have like the balancing, the yin and the yang. We've got angelic forces assisting us. We're mirroring, again, movement, motion. We have ancient Egyptian in here, so tapping into those roots, nourishing ourselves. Okay. And then here, so Egyptian again on this one. We've got the tarot, we've got the scales, we've got cards. So how are we playing? How are we getting out into the sun and nourishing ourselves? Being very direct and focused. Think bullseye, right on. And the wheel with motion. So this is definitely very much about like motion, progression, moving forward. It's coming forward, okay? Make sure you're having fun. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, nourishing your body, mind, soul, spirit, whatever it is that you need to nourish it. Take the time. If we do not make time for ourselves, the universe will force you by making you sit down I think we all learned that hopefully after 2020. All of us were moving too fast. We were going too far. We didn't pay attention to what was going on around us, and then we got put in timeout. So yeah. All right. Here we've got, so it looks like, so this is contracts. Like, we're making deals. We have to be focused right on. With this, it's how are you running the track? How are you making this circle complete? We're in that karmic. How are we moving forward and backward throughout space and time? Make sure you're not dealing with the clowns or anybody trying to weave you in. Okay. Let's see if there's any other messages I want to pull from here. All right. And hopefully there's great synchronicities in here for you. If there are, please drop them down. If you see something that you're like, oh, that hits right on, please use the confirmation. Say like, yep, that's me. That resonates. I get it. It's me. I see Egyptian. And I'm like, okay, well, I hear you calling me. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So, again, how contracts, we're writing, we're making contracts, we're chipping away. How are you anchoring into your partnership, anchoring into your alien roots, taking a look at everything? We're balancing out. And anytime I see this, I mean, I know it's like the Kabbalah, that tree, but that's like our DNA. That's what that always reminds me of. Like, how are we tapping into our ancient wisdom and knowledge? So here we have the angelic realm. We have our DNA. We have sacred geometry. We have, again, the Kabbalah there. Tarot, our partnership, our king, fire, and the lotus. All right. I'm going to switch out. And we'll switch to a different deck. See how it goes. I'm going to pull it up really quick for me. I really think it is the police that sings that. Which is... Oh, it's Men at Work that sings Who Can It Be Now? Not police. Okay. All right. That was going to, like, all right. Chit-chatting with myself. Hi, I'm Larry Joe, SirenSong lover. Come on in. Grab some tea. Take a seat. Talk to me. Let me know how it's going. We're going to pull some tarot cards. Let's see what it is that we need to know. Breathe. That's what you need to do. Breathe. If your heart's racing, you feel anxious, stop and breathe. Actually, I'm going to pull. Let's do a sound bowl really quick, which means anytime I do a sound bowl, it feels like there are certain viewers that come in somehow. It's like they're magically called in. Hey-yo. So let's do some sound bowl. We're going to drop down, deep down into our creative womb space. And yes, you're a boy, but boys have womb space too. That's your creative space. So let's clear that out. You ready? Take a big breath in. Blow it out. That was a light. Let's try that again. Okay. There we go. wants to sit within your body. We'll do one more. Take a big breath in. Take it in a little bit further. Hold it. Let it go. The energy's been really heavy. So having to clear out anything that is not for us. It cannot come with us. We cannot take that junk with us. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Maybe that we'll just take that as confirmation that we can't take it with us. All right, let's jump into the tarot. We have Knight of Wands here. This is player energy. Yeah, that's a no. We don't no player energy. Let's go. Let go of player ways. If you want something new, you have to be willing to do something different. Do something new. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Okay. Ooh, Page of Wands. So this is even worse. This is like that very childish, like petty, fiery, like, I want what I want. Kind of like stamping the feet. No, thank you. Tyrannical, which I had mentioned a little bit earlier. My tattoo artist had tattooed a Latin saying, and it was like, thus is the way with tyrants. It's like, no, we don't deal with tyrants. We don't do it. Okay, so we have Page of Wands. That's, again, like kind of, I want it my way. If I don't get it, I'm going to throw a temper tantrum. Knight of Wands, that's like player using your wand all over the place. Yeah, no thanks. What do you want? Do you want love? Then you can't be a player. Let's see. Oh, okay. King of Swords. This is using discernment, cutting anything out that is not for you. King of Swords is like the warrior king. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine. We're sitting in that energy. And what that is like, I know what I want. I'm cutting out all the bullshit. We're not entertaining this. It doesn't do me any good. Four of Cups. The energy of being in Knight of Wands and Page of Wands leaves you in that Four of Cups, that stagnancy, that lack, feeling like you have to hold on to every little crumb of love that you have within you. No. Don't spread yourself so thin that it leaves you thirsty. I think I've had to have this conversation with so many men in the last few years, and they're like, yeah, if I want to go out and do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, you can have 100 partners, but you won't have the one person that you want to go home to. So you have to be discerning. You can have the low-hanging fruit, or you can do the hard work and put away those player ways. Knight of Pentacles, you're building your foundation. You're building your stability. You're building your castle. Do not throw away your castle for a fun time or because you have the behavior of a 5-year-old. Don't do it. And you can. It's your life. You can do what you want. But Knight of Pentacles, this is like you're building your success financially. It's like slow. It's steady. You've worked really hard. It's the most slow-moving energy in the deck. But it's also that money that's going to last because you have done the hard work step by step. So don't throw it away for a good time. We're here for a long time, not a good time. Eight of Pentacles. You've done the hard work financially. You've sown all those seeds. Okay? Yeah. Okay. The Lovers. This is a gorgeous card. Okay, the Lovers. So Gemini energy, two-faced. It's the twins. We wear the mask. Page of Swords. So Page of Swords, that's someone who's kind of more immature in the emotions and they're very cutting with their words. Let's not bring that energy in. I love for confirmation. Okay, so Five of Wands, you've been fighting with passions. This is Wands. This is like, everybody's like at each other's throat. We can't do it anymore. And then Death. So Scorpio energy, the cycle must close. And death doesn't have to be physical death. Like everybody thinks like, that's so scary. No, death is like ending those cycles and starting new chapters. Death is sometimes ego death. That's what's funny out here too in these spiritual streets. People send like death magic and it's like it doesn't manifest always in physical death when they send death magic. Sometimes it ends in that person going through an ego death. An ego death being like, when you go through an ego death, it's like, I am never going to be the same person. I'm never going to allow the same behavior. So when we look at death, it's like, how are you closing the chapters on certain behaviors that are no longer fitting you or no longer beneficial for where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to represent in the world. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if there's any other cards in here. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Oh. Okay. So Six of Pentacles, that's balancing our finances. Bringing it. This is balance. This is like the scales are being weighed with our finances and we're finally balancing it. We're finally bringing it into like the scales being right and tight. Yeah. I am Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. If you're in, say hello. Let me know how it's going. Energy reciprocity is always how we get better reads. The more interactive everyone is, the better it is. Okay, so again, Page of Swords, this is someone who is playing those mind games. Five of Wands, those passions are running high. We gotta let it go. Let it go. Because who doesn't love a little Frozen? A little Frozen ice queen. That might be me today. Life has been lifing this week. That's to say the least. Let's see. No. Okay. I'll try doing a little switcheroo on my setup here. You know what's funny? Say Davey, I was like, I'm about to hit the hour mark. Like about 10 minutes ago, I was like, I'm about to hit the hour mark. And I was like, I wonder where Davey is, because you always are late to the party like a Scorpio. Or lurking. Have things gotten better for me? Or have things gotten better for you? The Hanging Man. Changing our perspective, having to flip upside down to see things in a different light. Oh, well, I show up however I want to show up. If I could show up naked, I would. So I guess you're more of a girl than I am. Just normally means that if you're not here earlier, it means you miss out because I don't always do long streams. Tonight, I don't know how long a stream I'm going to do because we had daylight savings time yesterday. So, you know, I got to adjust to the time. I got to adjust to the time, which was something I didn't have to do when I lived in Arizona. So, Knight of Pentacles. Building our finances. Slow, steady, methodical. Built to last. It's like the slowest moving energy in the freaking tarot deck, which when you're needing finances, it's a challenge. 9 of Swords. Releasing ourselves from those mental imprisonments. This is like mental enlightenment. It's like, you know what? I can't keep doing this. So 9 is like that cycle has to close. Anything that's kept us stuck, stagnant, and happy, we have to let it go. And sometimes that takes tapping into higher consciousness to be like, you know what? I don't gotta do this anymore. 10 of Swords. Betrayals, heartbreak. Every sword has been in our back. We have to say, I can't. We're not. So I love that went from 9 of Swords to 10 of Swords. And it's like, if you do not release yourself, you really can be in a lot worse spot. Swords, mental conflict, imprisonment, all that jazz. What's the problem, Davey? You Scorpios take too long, and like the Libras, like me, because I'm an air sign, I move really fast. So if you're not ready for the party, you're gonna miss me. Happens to the best of you, I guess, or to the worst of you. I'm not sure which. I think what happens is I ghost a lot of men, and before they even, like, by the time they realize they want to have anything to do with me, I'm already gone. Because I'm like, you can't move slow with me, because I move at the speed of light and sound. Like, I move that fast. So if you're too busy trying to coordinate everything, you're going to miss the bus. The Hierophant, tapping into that higher knowledge, that enlightenment. Let's see. 2 of Swords. Releasing yourself from that mental imprisonment. This is like the stalemate. Like, you have got to... Well, that's... 2 of Swords. You have to get out of that stalemate. So, the hard part is sometimes the people you want to keep in your life, if you move too slow, you lose them. Kind of like the squirrel that darts out into the road. If you hesitate too long, you get flattened by the car. Ace of Wands, passion. We're bringing in that passion that offers those like ideas, that flame, that spark. I'm gonna change decks. We'll see. Okay, so I guess raise of hands. Do you guys want to stay in tarot, or do you want me to change decks? Otherwise, I'm going to move on and we'll change decks. If you hesitate too long, then you know what happens. I just told you. As far as losing too much, you can't take it with you. You can't take people with you. You can't take things with you. We are meant to lose and rebuild. Lose the things that aren't meant for you and rebuild with the things that are meant for you. Okay. I have to decide which deck I want to get into. Hey, Hazy Herblet. I haven't seen you in a while, my love. It's been... Life is lifing. Life is lifing. I was about to give up Twitch after this weekend. Like, completely. So, yeah. It's still up for debate if it's gonna stay or if I'm putting it on the chopping block. But, I had some bad negative energy come in this weekend, and it hurt my... And I love that I've got... It looks like an orb that just flew across my face. I had some bad energy that came in this weekend, and my animals got incredibly sick. So that's how I've been. I'm debating if I want to keep Twitch or not, because I'm like, if it's going to make my animals sick, it's not worth it. Not worth bringing the energy in the house, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't take well to people attacking me or my animals. Actually, my spirit team doesn't take well to me being attacked or my animals being attacked. Like, that's the biggest way to get fucked up real fast, so... Yeah, how have you been, Hazy Herblat? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I was just thinking about that. The last time I saw you, there was a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life, too. A lot of players coming in and out that shouldn't have been. Debating which deck I want to get into. It's the spiritual attacks. It's spiritual attacks. I'm constantly under spiritual attack, but especially this weekend. And I have spent all weekend trying to recover for me and my animals. Like, I seriously mentally got really fucked up this weekend. So, like, I thought it was the end for me, kind of a thing. So it's not streamers, it's spiritually attack. I'm doing general collective energy, and I just pulled it out of the tarot deck. You can definitely watch, see what's going on. Let's see what general information. I have a ton of creeps in my life, like, that are nasty. I normally try to, I have to defend myself. Like I say, Friday after, it was a spiritual attack that came. It was like whatever was opened within my house, and it may have been because it was Dia de los Muertos, like the veil was really thin. But like I say, I had spiritual attacks come towards me on Friday, and it affected my animals, and I had to stop the stream because it was like it got way out of hand energetically in my home, and my animals were incredibly sick. And then, like I say, I shut it down for 2 days, like, because I was like, if my animals and I are going to get attacked while I'm trying to help the collective, then I may end up, like, my ancestors don't take very kindly to me being attacked. And I have very strong, powerful old ancestors. So when you wake up the old gods there's all kinds of spells that are thrown at me. I can talk about that for days, about what they've done and how it's affected me. But yeah, I had to do it actually during this read. I had where my animals were starting to get like a little, and I had to clear that out. And I also had to say it on stream, like, if you're not here with the highest intent, get the fuck out. So, and that kind of had some interesting and funny results. So, higher wisdom, explore options, learn what you can, and expand your horizon. So, Hazy Herblet, this is higher wisdom. Start tapping into what you can learn right now for whatever it is that's causing you some questions in your life. Gate of opportunities. Pass through the gate of opportunities where new paths unfurl with boundless potential. Okay. Let's see. And I do pray. Like, I do, not just pray, but like I do cleanse my space before and after each read. But whatever it was Friday, and like I say, it may have been because it was the Dia de los Muertos and the veil was really thin. The veil is non-existent. The veil right now is non-existent. But whatever it was, I had a lot of new energies and a lot of chaotic energies, and it was like an energetic cyclone in my house. and I shut it down. And I was like, if this is going to be how it's going to be going forward, then I won't be staying on this platform. So we'll see. It definitely made me question. So, wise counsel, seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. So, wise counsel, you need to be asking people around you that know maybe more on the situation, the subject that you're looking at or looking for right now. And then saving grace, forgiving yourself and others heals the wounds and sets you free. Okay, saving grace. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wounds and sets you free. That is one of the biggest things when we start to heal. We get so mad. We get so mad at ourselves because it's like, oh, I should have known better. I should have done this, or shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like, the hardest reason why people don't want to forgive is because then they have to forgive themselves for staying in that situation. And that's really hard. Have grace with yourself and have grace with everyone else. Because once you finally start saying, like, I didn't know better in the moment, but I know better now, you start to find more compassion and grace for yourself and for others. So, yeah. These are all messages for all of us, though, especially me. So, let's see. I would pull one more card, and then I'm going to take a few-minute break because I need to get up, stretch my legs, empty the tank for a minute. I've been here for almost an hour 20. No. Yeah. So let me see what this one is. Peaks reached. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. Okay, peaks reached. Celebrate your achievement and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. You've worked really freaking hard to get here. Cherish that. And actually, when really heavy situations come up, you have to look back and say, how far have I come that I wasn't that way before? How far have you come that you weren't that way before? So, peaks reached. I'm going to ring out the sound bowl for 1 minute, and then I'll be back like 2-3 minutes. I just need to take care of some business. So, take a big breath in. Take another, take a little bit more. Hold it, and let it go. Releasing any trapped and pent-up energy that is not for you. Do not hold on to it. If it doesn't fit, don't let it sit anymore. If that pain that you're carrying isn't for you anymore, let it go. It's too heavy. Okay. All right, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, kind of. I put the kettle on for tea because my throat's kind of pissy right now, so we'll deal with that. We'll let that warm up. Put some nice warm tea in me. It's kind of a like drizzly, gray, kind of crappy day, so I've been wanting tea all day. It just sounds really good right now. So. All right, let's see what other energy. Okay. New worlds. There are many more things for you to discover. Don't give up. Okay. New worlds. There are many more new worlds for you. There are many more things for you to discover. Don't give up. Love that. That's a beautiful encouragement right now. For me especially. Let's see. Frost of stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness, where in the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. Frost of stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness, where in the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. It's the pause. It's like, I was talking to one of my friends, and she had said how she kept, she's like, how do you hear your guides? She's like, I keep asking for clarity and I can't hear them. I'm like, you need to so they can actually come through and talk. So sometimes it's when you pause that you can hear what you need to hear. Take precautions. Remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journey. Take precautions. Remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journey. Duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. Duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. Okay. I'm going to switch decks again because I can. I'm going to get into the cat tarot. We're going to bounce over to the cat tarot. I want to do some love stuff, but I don't really feel like love is in the room right now. I did have some love stuff in the room earlier. Maybe that was just for myself and for myself and one of the others that was in here earlier. All right, let's see. All right, well, hopefully it'll go well for you. You're going to have to use discernment on what is the best decision for you, though. And it's the faith of a mustard seed. And you can even drop that faith for like a minute. I mean, do you know how much, I have faith. I have faith, but there are times that like the Creator and I yell about it. So you can even be mad in your faith. Be like, if it's coming for me, why isn't it here yet? So, all right. Okay. So the Hanged Man, seeing it from a different perspective, knowing that whatever happens, it's always working out for your highest good. Have that faith. Even if it doesn't work out, it's always working out for your highest good. Okay? That's what the Hanged Man is very much about. The Empress, that's knowing that everything that you have, want, need, desire, it's all there. The Empress is always like a very grounded, nurturing, stable, fertile energy. It's not just good vibes though. You do have to put in the work, and you do have to have faith. It's like a whole network of shit. It's Five of Swords. Five of Swords, that's like you have to cut out anything mentally that isn't for your best. So I chose the cat deck. It is a whole cat deck, yes, because I have a million cats, and you're not the only one in the chat, man. Like, and this isn't the only platform that this goes to. Everybody resonates with different things. A lot of people love the cat deck, so yeah, you're gonna have to deal with it. Yes, I have the cat deck. People love the cat deck. Two of Swords, the stalemate. Two of Swords, stalemate. And Page of Cups. Page of Cups. You know what? Here's what I love about the cat deck. Look at the Hanged Man. When people are pissing you off, just show them your ass. You're like, I don't need this. Anyway, Page of Cups. This is someone using those petty, like, emotions. Let's not do that. It's never good for us. It takes us out of that Empress energy. Oh, man. I have a million other decks over here. Like, I also got out, one of the guys on, Friday, earlier in the day. I actually had a really good stream early Friday, and like I say, that night stream was, shitty and chaotic, and yeah. Anyway, because it's the cat tarot. The cat tarot. Yes. So the Hierophant. The Hierophant is tapping into higher knowledge, Taurus energy. Yeah, it was not good. I was ready to give up Twitch after Friday night stream. And then what happened mentally and energetically after that, I was ready to give up. My cat, one of my main cats got really fucking sick Friday. I was not happy. Like I say, I almost pulled the complete plug on Twitch. Because if that's what's going to happen, I can't. So I'm glad it's better today. And like I say, I did feel it start to creep up, like some bad shit creep up earlier, and I cleared that out real fast. So Five of Pentacles, or no, this is Five of Cups. So Five of Cups, this is, we feel left out in the cold emotionally, except for while we don't have all of our cups, we still have cups that can be filled. So knowing that there is better beyond that, the Fool being willing to go out on a new path, saying, you know what, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gonna go, because that stuff before us wasn't working for me, so I'm gonna keep on keeping on. So even if that job opportunity doesn't happen, like, then you have to be willing to say, okay, what next? Universe, where are you taking me? Apparently the energy for tonight's stream is calm, sleepy. I like that vibe better than chaotic. Like I say, Friday, you were there, but it was not, no bueno. No bueno at all. Okay, Page of Wands. So Page of Wands. Like, that's it. We've been chasing the wrong passions. We haven't been paying attention to what we need to be paying attention to. Like I say, apparently it's deep sleep because my dog's snoring, dreaming. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. He's gonna freak out in a second because the kettle is about to go off. King of Pentacles. We have to sit in that financial stability, that abundance. Like, that's embodying and emboldened. Like, I've got everything I want, need, and desire. I don't need to be thinking of anything else right now. And the Emperor. That, like, the Emperor trumps the King of Pentacles. So the Emperor is like, I have my whole everything ahead of me. I am the leader. I've got what I want. He's got the cone of shame on. All right. And actually, underneath all that is Queen of Pentacles. So it's that counterpart energy. When you start cutting out anything that's not for you and you sit in that stability, you bring in a counterpart that's stable as well, grounded. Whenever I think Queen of Pentacles is like that Earth Mother, she's kind of counterpart to the Empress. Like, she's Queen of Pentacles and then Empress is above her. So we had King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, we had the Empress, and now we have the Emperor. So we're moving in the right direction, just letting go of the things that are not holding us in the right place. And say, Davy, even if things don't work out, it's always working out. Like, think of that whole, like, hold on. Please hold. Oh, hello, my. I know, my handsome. Yeah? You can't have tea. I don't know what that girl's been telling you, but no tea for you, my love. Okay. Say, Davy, sorry, to continue that thought that I was having before the tea kettle finally went off, is if you remember the Garth Brooks song, like, Thank God for Unanswered Prayers, it's like sometimes it works out better than we ever thought it could be if we just let it out of our grasp and, like, let the universe drive. So yes, definitely have faith, definitely have hope, but know that even if it doesn't work out, it's always working out for your highest good. That's one of my favorite mantras. It is always working out for my highest good. Because it is. Like, think about how many times that we were like, oh gosh, I want this to happen, and it doesn't. I didn't get an old school tea kettle, and I love that thing. It's like rainbow color. Imagine that, right? It's always working out for your highest good. Even the things that you thought, like, you wanted to go a certain way, when it didn't go that way, it actually worked out better that it didn't go that way. So, okay, so I'm an old school bitch. Like, I don't have a microwave in my house. When I moved into this house, I intentionally did not get a microwave. And then I also, like, I didn't bring an air fryer. I'm an old school bitch. Like, I'm tea kettle. some days I miss my microwave. I know when my kids come over, they miss my microwave. And I actually had a guy who, I think he was insinuating, he said, like, I can buy you a microwave. And I was like, I don't have a microwave because I can't afford it. I have a microwave because I don't want one. Because he was trying to be like, yeah. The guy, like I say, like, this guy, he wanted to buy me a microwave. I was like, if I wanted a microwave, I would have bought a microwave. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so when I first moved in with my ex-husband, and that microwave, like, he had a microwave from the 80s that he had gotten, or the 90s, that he had gotten, like, secondhand from an employer that was going to throw it away. And when I moved in, and I had a 7-year-old at the time, and we had a newborn baby, I was like, I can't do this microwave. Like, it's too old. It heats unevenly. God knows how much radiation. Yeah. God knows how much radiation was coming off of that thing. And he and I had to carry that thing to the dumpster. And it was, like, so fucking heavy. I had just had a baby 3 days before. And when we threw it out, like, he and I had to carry it to the dumpster. I was, like, 3 days postpartum. And it was so fucking heavy. Yeah. It was annoying. Also, with my next kid that he and I had, like, 3 days postpartum, I had to move, like, a heavy-ass TV down the stairs. And I was like, why am I having to do this? Like, I just shot a kid out my vagine. I do not need to be moving these huge, archaic things. Of course, also when I moved in with him, his oven didn't work. And I think my dad had offered to fix it for us or something, and then that convinced him to change the heating element, because he was like, yeah, I just used the broiler. And I was like, I've got a baby, I've got a 7-year-old, and we got a baby, like, I can't do this not working shit. But like I say, the older I've gotten now, I'm like, yeah, I don't want a microwave. Like, I know what radiation, I know what that's all about. And then he was, when I was bringing that argument forth, and he's like, oh, well, they've been around forever, blah, 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 they must be safe. And I was like, no, I know what radiation does to cellular, I know what radiation does to the cells. And especially because I worked in radiation, now that I'm more conscious, or try to be more conscious, and I know I vape, but I try to cut out a lot of other bad shit, so, yeah. Okay. Weird side note, maybe. I don't know. I guess that's the thing, like, yeah. That stupid microwave did have dials and not buttons, and it was horrifying. It didn't have a turntable, and no 2 turntables and a microphone for that microwave. And yes, I am old school. Like, to the men that want to date me, yes, I have an old school tea kettle. I love it. I would make you tea at 3 a.m. if that's what we were up doing, because that's what I do. That was, I was looking at potentially, I have partial custody of my children, and I'd asked for Christmas if my one child loves tea, and I was like, do you want me to get you a tea kettle? I know. I said, do you want me to get you a tea kettle for Christmas? And they're like, no, I have the microwave. I'm like, okay. Well, I love tea kettle. Like, I love the tea kettle. I think that's so much better than the microwave, so. Yeah, it does have the air raid siren. But did you notice how fast I got up to go move it, though? Because I do have sensitive ears in the house, so. I'm more Mary Poppins than I am modern day Mary, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles. Our pentacles have been imbalanced. It's left us chewing cardboard boxes. I still think it was slightly insulting that guy was like, I can buy you a microwave. They're not that expensive. And it's like, can I say that I don't want what you're offering? It's not that I can't afford it. It's just that I don't want it. I know that's such a... Okay. Just men trying to impose their will on me. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not the one or the two to impose your will on. I will check you real fucking fast. He didn't last very long. He got shown the door pretty fast. Anywho. Alright, let's see. The devil. Alright, so we know that the attacks come harder when we're closer to our mission. The devil will send in anything to try to give us doubt in our mind. Queen of Pentacles, sit in your abundance. Don't let it get cheated because of temptations, addictions. That's the other part. Do not let addictions rob you of what you want or your stability, because that's exactly what it's meant to do. Okay, say Davy. This looks like one of my particular kitties. This was my kitty that was really sick on Friday after that stream, which is what pissed me off so bad. 8 of Swords. This is like you are fighting yourself. You are fighting yourself. You don't have to. 8 of Swords. Mental imprisonment. You don't have to. It ain't that big a deal, okay? 9 of Cups. Whatever the outcome of this, it's going to bring you wish fulfillment emotionally. So whether you get that job where you want to get it, it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. Don't let fear, temptations creep in and steal it from you. Okay? The Hermit. That's going within. Finding solace, finding that time to rest and think about what you need and want. It's also, I know. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story about this. Judgment. So, first off, judgment. Like, the scales have to be balanced. So whichever way it goes, it's going to be okay. Okay, so I had this guy, and he came to do work one day, and he was having the roughest fucking day, and he was, before, I found out after the fact, but he was, into substances, and he and I were talking, and he was clear and sober. Like, the first time I met him, he was not clear and sober, and then the second time I met him, and I was like, I can see a difference in you. And he'd had like the worst night the night before, and then he and I sat, and he was having a really bad day, but I sat, like, I fed him, I gave him a jacket. It was like cold, it was June, but it was cold. I fed him, gave him a jacket, we talked about life, and it was funny because when he and I were talking, he was like, you're so sweet, you're so loving, blah, blah, blah. I go, there's going to come a point where you yell, fuck you, Lara, at me when you're fighting the wind. Because he was so angry, but it was like, why are you throwing punches at the wind when you're already exhausted? Like, you want to fight something so bad that you're fighting the wind. And ironically, not even 5 minutes later, I caught him. He got so mad, and he literally was over there, like, fighting the wind. And I was like, stop fighting things that aren't fighting you. Stop fighting fights that aren't for you. Stop throwing punches just because you want to throw punches, because you're already exhausted. You're already having a hard time. It was funny because I was like, yeah, he's like, you're so sweet. And I'm like, yeah, but you're going to get mad at something I say and say, fuck you, Lara. And more or less when I said, when you're punching the wind, and he was, I started laughing at him, and they yelled at me. He's like, fuck you, Lara. And I was like, I know, but stop fighting things. Just because you want to fight, you're wasting energy that you need, finite energy that you need. And I worried about that man for months because I hadn't seen him for 6 months, and I saw him, and he's like, I think about you. He's like, and I saw that clearness in his eyes, and I was like, okay. Sometimes you need somebody to call you out on fighting the wind, though. So, like, say, Davey, if it's out of your hands, like, yeah, you want it. But if it doesn't work out, why are you going to fight it? You're literally fighting and throwing punches at the wind. Conserve your energy. Something better is coming if it doesn't work out this way. Yeah. We'll just call that big sister advice and love. Like, better things are coming. Also, it's kind of like, for me, like, I feel big things coming, right? I know big things are coming. And the fact that I got attacked so heavy on Friday, and then Saturday, it was like I had to go within and I had to do my own hermit. And that is the other part of it, is the closer you get to the big things that you really want, that's when so much more comes at you really hard, because you have to be like, okay, like the universe will say, is this what you really want? Are you going to hold out, or are you going to give up? And I don't care if you get mad, and I don't care. Yeah. But if it doesn't work out, there's something better. Okay? Thank God for unanswered prayers. Because it's like, sometimes you're like, I want this so much, but then you end up moving somewhere else, and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is where I was supposed to be the whole time. So don't get so married to, like, it has to be this, because what if that doesn't work out, and then the next day you get a call to go somewhere else? Or, okay, so here's a scenario. I know you don't want to, but what if, like, you don't get the job, and then you're, like, bummed, but then the next day you find out something's happening with your dad? It's like, okay, well, if I had taken that job, or if I had gotten that job, I wouldn't have been able to X, Y, Z. So sometimes those unanswered prayers come, but that's because it's like something else needed attention more than that. So don't put all your hope in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and know that, whatever it's meant to be, it'll be. So, okay. I don't always tell you what you want to hear. Sometimes I tell you what you need to hear. Yeah? And that's okay. There's a difference between kind and nice, too. People will tell you what you need to hear, that's kind. People tell you what you want to hear, that's nice. And people that are nice to your face will stab you in your back. So it's also why I get really pissed off when people tell me, I know, Georgia's unlike anything other, I tell ya. Yeah. When I moved here, in the profession that I was in before, the pay was like, okay, first off, the profession that I was in was the lowest paying profession in the field that I was in. So, like, for medical imaging, the profession that I was in was the lowest paying field. It was emotionally rewarding, I guess. I had a huge role, and I was definitely underpaid for the amount of toll it took on my mind, body, soul. But it was the lowest paying profession. And then when I moved here, it was like $5 less than what I was making there in the lowest paying profession, and working for the lowest. I worked for the company in the Valley that also paid the lowest. And then when I moved here to Georgia, I got paid even less than that company. I was just like, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. That's cheap rent, actually. Because, like, when I went to go, and when I moved into this house, I pay less for my mortgage than I would have paid for rent. And a 2-bedroom apartment is what I pay for a 3-bedroom house. Like, I pay less in mortgage than I would have paid for rent. So, rent here is crazy. And you literally do have to live with people, because otherwise you can't afford shit. But, c'est la vie. This may be where it may be time to get, like, a camper. Alright. Hi, Sweet Pea. Extra Jazz, you gonna come say hello? No, not tonight. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I'm pulling from the Rose Iconic Oracle deck, and then I may get into another tarot deck. We'll see. Not the cat one, since Davies. Don't be a troll. Don't be trolling people. Trolls are no good, no bueno, no fun. The other part, when I got this house, my financials looked different until court came along. My financials looked different, and I also was supposed to have a different role and title. So when I went to buy this house, had I known how it all would have turned out, I wouldn't have bought the house. I would have kept my options more open. That was the challenge, is that when I bought this house, it was on the premise that circumstances would be different until someone else decided they wanted to play. So, black square, don't put yourself in a box for trolls. That's the lesson I had to learn. Don't put yourself in a box for trolls. That's what I ended up doing with this house. Like I say, I had planned on living different circumstances, and then a troll got in the way and boxed me in. So, that's no thanks. Dealing with a narcissist, someone who's so in love with their shadow, or so in love with themselves, they're actually scared of their shadow, not in love with themselves. Let's see. Let's see. I am Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. If you like my vibe, come on in, join my tribe, say hello. Triggered. We've been triggered by narcissistic people trolling us, trying to put us in boxes. No, thank you. I am a unicorn. I'm not allowed to be put in a box. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts you in the corner either. Alright, let's see what else. Okay. Trauma bond. Yes. I was trauma bonded. I don't know about you guys. It's never fun. Trauma bonds are super hard to break too. Okay. Right. Okay, so I said already. So trauma bond and unicorn. Be your shiny, bright, lovable self. Okay. And then simp. People are simping on you. Yes. Okay. I'm going to switch decks again. I think I may get into... Okay, I'm going to pull a few letters really quick. Let's see what words we can make. See if we can find any advice. Oh, okay. So anchor, we've got an anchor and we've got a flag. And then... we have two T's, an R, a G, a U, and an F. So tuft, gut, rut, tut, tough, rough, gut. Okay, hold on. Let's put that in there really quick. Oh. Okay. Ooh. That wasn't what I wanted. D. T. U. GFT. These are just initials. If any of these resonates for you, if they don't, they can be, so they're letters, they can be initials, they can be words, anything that makes sense for you, a place. Let's see. Did I put R? And so I got 2 T's, UGFR. Okay, so tough, rough, gut, rut, tuft, tug, tut. I know there's more that can be added to that, but that's just those are, like I say, letter tiles. If any of those resonate for you, if there's any initials of people in there that may apply for you or them. Let's see if there's any other cards in the Roast Iconic deck that fit with those letters. Let's see. And we can pull some tarot cards on it. I can also pull some dice with some numbers on it. So love and gaslight. Don't let people love and gaslight you. It's not cool. Not cool at all. Don't let them love bomb you. That's a narcissistic trait. They're too in love with themselves. And, the problem is they see all the best in you, and then they mirror to you what they see in you that they love, and then they steal that from you. Yeah. No, it's no bueno. It's because they're a troll. They have no originality to themselves, so they have to try to steal it from you. It's a very dangerous game. I found that out. I'm like, yeah, you want to be me so bad, but you can't compete where you don't compare at all. Yeah. I mean, I know why people are narcissistic and want to attach onto me. It's because I'm a legend. A mirror troll. Yeah. That's why when people... Okay, so I'm a big one on hearing the lie. So when people, like, people that I've known my whole life, and they're like, I love you. And I'm like, no, you don't. I hear it. So when people, like, I can hear them lying, they're like, we love you, or I love you. And I'm like, no, you don't. And that makes me cut people off really fast when they're like, I love you. It's like that whole, like, Annie, where it's like, we love you, Miss Hannigan. I'm like, no, you're gaslighting me. You can go the fuck over there. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Because then you're going to rob me. You're going to take everything from me, my personality. You're going to try and compete with me. And, I don't compete with anybody. Podcast. Blah, blah, blah. They want to take what you have. No thanks. No. Let's see. Jealousy. No, thank you. No, bueno. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Okay. You're getting everything back that was taken from you. From people that were not playing cool. They were not playing nice. Okay. I'm going to pull into... I think I'm going to head back into the tarot for a few minutes. What's that? No. Burps are confirmation for me, so I'm never going to excuse me. I never say I'm sorry for burping truly anymore. I don't care. You don't like it? I don't care. I've become completely feral. And like I say, I used to hate burping, and I've had so many indigestion issues my whole life that I've tried to swallow those burps, and I realized that because I've hated burping, that's the confirmation that I'm on the right path. So now I don't, and I have some people around me that hate burping too, but that's their confirmation, and they hate when I burp, and I was like, that's confirmation, man. If you want to know if I'm on the right path, it's the burping. So magician, this is utilizing everything within your environment. They're also known as the master alchemist, the master manifester, the master manipulator. Don't let people calling you a manipulator turn you off, and I'll tell you why. That is, you are taking everything in your environment and you're being the magician. You're using everything to your advantage. Don't let anybody look at you sideways for that. You're being resourceful. Queen of Pentacles, sitting in that abundance. Look at how fertile. She got everything she wants, needs. She got food. She got livestock. She got flowers. She got her money. This is sitting pretty. This is how all of us want to sit. So, of course, we want to be the master manifester of our life to bring in the most abundant life ever. It is always working out in our highest good. Page of Cups. This is trickery, foolery, incomplete emotions. No, thank you. We don't play that way anymore. We want good things only in our cups, so we have to give those good emotions. No more games, no more playing. Okay. Let's see. 8 of Cups. We've done all of the things we can do. We have to walk away. This is like we have put every cup out there. We've tried everything that we can. We have to walk away. Knowing when to walk away. It's, the gambler, like, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. So knowing that there is nothing else you can do here and saying goodbye for your own mental stability, for your own health, for your own, you're like, okay, I've done everything here that I could. That's it, no more. Okay. All right. Just steeping my tea a little. Steeping my tea. I made some throat calm because my throat started feeling kind of icky a little bit ago. So we'll see if we can clear that out. 10 of Swords. Every sword in your back saying, I cannot play with people that are playing with me. Can't play with trolls, can't play with the narcissists. We say, no more. You're so much bigger than that. You're so much more stable than that. Queen of Swords. I love this. So Queen of Swords. This is, Queen of Swords get a bad rap. We're known as the Widow Queen. Or the Divorce Queen. Because we don't play shit with anybody. We're like, you know what? No, out. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini saying, no, no more. 3 Cups. There's been deception, heartbreak, betrayals, and with all of the change that we're bringing in, the other flip side of this is that we're bringing in happiness, joy, celebrations, good times. Cutting out anything that's not for us means that we get to have celebrations. Knowing when to walk away is knowing, okay, the good times are coming. They're going to set a table for me. 8 of Swords, that mental imprisonment. You got to get out. You can't stay there anymore because then you sit in your High Priestess. So Libra energy again. So High Priestess is the counterpart to the Magician. It's having all of those elements, incorporating everything in. The High Priestess is also known as a master manifester or master manipulator or master alchemist. It's utilizing every element to bring forth what we want. And I love that the Magician and the Queen of and the High Priestess come out. You have to be willing to, like I say, cut out anything that is not working for you. Know that all the work that's been done can be done. All of the betrayals, not playing with people that are robbing you of your time, your peace, your energy any longer, and saying bye-bye. Okay. Let's see if there's any other... That was too much. Okay. That was way too much. 2 of Cups. Union. Happiness. We each have our own cup. We're each being fulfilled. On the bottom here, because like I said, there's way too much that fell out. But on the bottom, the Empress, the fertility, we are living our best and most beautiful, abundant life. Mental. Okay, so if you want change in your outside world, you must first change the inside world. Like the whole Michael Jackson, like, if you want to change the man in the mirror, you have to change yourself. Like, if you want to change the world, you have to change yourself first. It's man in the mirror. Like, we have to look at ourselves and change ourselves first. So changing any mental patterns, and then you change your outer world. And that comes through saying, okay, this isn't for me, this is for me. Even if this doesn't work out, I'm getting my best life ever. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Put those back in. Let's see if my tea enough. See if my tea is cool enough. Hold on. Let's sip tea for a minute. Excuse me. All right. Okay. I don't normally drink throat calm. This is normally someone else's jam. I buy it for them. All right. Oh, man. I am going to make a podcast eventually, and I'm going to write books, and. Yeah. No, it's coming, baby. Actually, what I'll probably do is extrapolate the stuff off of here to put into a podcast is really what it'll be. All right, so... your greatest strength is love, and you are unlimited. Beautiful. No, eventually, come on. David, have you not realized I have so many things to accomplish in this life? That's why it makes me so mad when people try to stop me, because I'm like, I've got so many things to do in this life and so many lives to touch. Like I say, not just podcasts. There's books, there's podcasts, there's sound healing stuff. Like, you would probably have to take it and clone me times like 1,000,000 to do all the things that I have on the docket to do for my life and humanity. It's also why I plan on living for the next 50 plus years. I plan on living for the next 50 plus years, and whoever wants to be with me, that's how long a commitment they actually have to sign up for, is 50 plus years, because I plan on annoying them every day of my life and surprising them with new information every day of my life, and vice versa. I want to find that person that it takes 50 plus years to learn about each other in all the best ways. When I'm not stressed out, I mean, I have both. Like, I can be cold and I can also be welcoming. It just depends on how people approach me. I can be a real bitch. Let's just put that. Like, if people tell you I'm a sweetheart, believe them. If they tell you I'm a bitch, believe them, because they both have earned it. Yeah. I can also be not very wholesome. I am very much... Oh, yeah. No, you've seen it before. I get super bitchy. If you cross my boundaries, I'm a psycho. I know my dark side. I go from funny to feral to federal really fast. That's why if I get really pissed off, you'll see me be like, I gotta go. That's what happened Friday night. I was like, yep, I gotta go, because I went from funny to feral to fuck you, federal, real fast. It's also why I don't hang around people that piss me off, because I'm like, they don't serve what I like to eat there, so we're not. And I've lived in prison my whole life. I've fought really hard to have my own freedom. Really fucking hard. And I'm still not free. Like, that's something that I had... Like, that's something that's kind of hit recently, is that women are still treated like property, and men are still imposing their wills on us and getting away with it. And I'm pretty fucking tired of that. Like, I fought really hard to have freedom, and I'm still treated like property. And it's 2024. like, men are still imposing their will on me, and I'm like, I am allowed to say no. I'm allowed to say I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to play with you. Yeah. All right. Let's see what other mess we can get into. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stick with the cards for a moment. Oh, okay. So say Davy, I had the cat tarot out earlier, and now I have a different deck. But one of the guys who started Friday morning following me, his name was Phantom, and I was like, I have the Phantom Wise Tarot, so next time he comes in, I've got the Phantom Wise Tarot deck to be able to pull for him, because that is the cool thing about having such a wide variety of decks. I have a lot of nice decks that I like to send to guys. I can meet so many different needs. The Phantom Wise deck is really pretty too, so for as wholesome as I am, I can also be nasty too, I guess. All right, 3 of Swords. There's been betrayals, heartbreaks. We don't like doing that. Too many people trying to come at us. The Hierophant changing our perspective, tapping into that knowledge. There's a higher purpose. There's a higher calling. I guess the older I've become, the more cat-like I've become. Like, I'm cool. Leave me alone. I'll protect myself. 10 of Swords, betrayals, backstab, heartbreaking. Heartbreak. We can't take it any longer. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. See, you get karaoke and some tarot. Oh my gosh, I was singing today while I was folding laundry, and I kept thinking of something my dad used to say, and I'm like, you know what? God bless my father, God rest his soul, but I'm thankfully he's not here anymore to critique, because I really don't give a fuck. Okay, the Moon. There's been secrets, betrayals, deception. No more. We gotta let it go. Tap into your higher knowledge to discover what it is you need to know. And then it's like my dad, actually. So he did try to shun me on shit, and I think that's because they wanted to keep me hidden. And now that I look at it, I'm like, yeah, no. Tapping into that higher knowledge, they were trying to keep me hidden because, well, for various reasons, but there's so many reasons. So when he would critique me when I was a kid, it was like, yeah, no, hater, don't be a hater. And he was. So. Letting go of other people's feelings, outdated thoughts, versions of who we should be. Taking all those 10 of Swords out of our back, all that betrayal, saying no more. Bitch, be gone. All right, 7 of Wands. There's been too many people coming at us, too many wands coming at us, saying, you know what, get back, no more. I'm done. We can't. All right, one more. Out of here. Okay, 7 of Swords. Love it. Confirming 7 of Wands. So 7 of Swords, betrayals, deception, heartbreak. This is mental. So not only do we have passionate, like too many fire coming at us, too many wands, we also have too many lies, too many deceptions, too many betrayals, too many lies. No more. All right, because 2 of Swords, you have to move past that stalemate and say, I can't anymore. Okay. I'm going to change decks, I think, one more time. And then I'm going to hop out, I think, kind of soon. Because I'm about to hit the 2.5 mark, which it's about time to get up, stretch, take care of the animals. And while it's 9:30 because of daylight savings time, it's actually like my body's still used to yesterday time, which was 10:30. All right, so We're going to pull from the Evil Eye deck, King of Aloha. I think I'm actually going to stand up for a minute because I'm needing to stretch. Hold on. Ooh. That's what happens when I sit for 2.5 hours. My butt gets... And yes, I haven't been sitting completely for 2.5 hours, but this is as still as I've been for a minute. And it's not... I don't love sitting still. I guess that's why I loved working in the medical field, because in the job that I was in, I was constantly moving. Like, I rarely sat down, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, so King of Aloha, the Evil Eye deck. Let's see what we have to say. I'm thankful that tonight's been more calm. Like I say, after the other day, I seriously considered shutting down everything completely because it was no bueno. And I have had people attack my animals spiritually, so that really pisses me off. It infuriates me. I mean, my animals, cats are really adept at taking spiritual attacks, but I have had one of my cats die from a spiritual attack, and I'm not the only one. Like Zyra and I have talked about that before, and so it's one of those that when people start getting chaotic and hurting innocent bystanders and hurting things I love, we let it, we see no more. Okay, so sun protection. Let the rays of sun clear away any negative energy you may be feeling at this time. So make sure you're getting outside, you're putting your face up to the sun, you're letting the sun break up any stagnant energy and cleanse through what you need. Especially if you're into solar power, it's time to go stand out in the sun. Harmless. Someone has ill thoughts towards you, but there's nothing they can physically or spiritually do about it. Love that too. Whoever's throwing shit at us, they're harmless. But go out in the sun. You need the sun anyway. The sun helps rejuvenate. Let's see if there's any others in here. Safe travels. I'm about to take one more card, and then I'm probably going to pull a few letters, and I'm going to be out. Candle magic. Someone has been doing candle magic work on you. As the flames burn, their energy increases. Well, that's true. And sometimes, you might say, Davey, this may be where you take a few minutes to figure it out. You have to move anyway, so yes, you have to pack up, but then this may be where it's like you figured out last minute. I will say this, like when we moved, oh my gosh. When we moved, I lived in one place my whole entire life, 38 years. And when we moved in 3 weeks' time. If you want to know who a badass bitch is, it's this girl. I packed, found a place, moved within 3 weeks. Across the whole entire fucking country. So, and part of that was as we were driving across the country, I was finalizing apartment applications so that we had somewhere to live, because we didn't have anywhere to live when we moved. We literally just 3 weeks time decided like, okay, we're going. Like I say, packed up, cleaned up. Well, not cleaned up, but like packed up a whole 4-bedroom fucking house and moved across the country in 3 weeks' time. So it can be done. And when we set out, we were in the application process when we were moving, but it was 3 weeks from the time we found out the house that we wanted to buy, that we were building it, to the time we moved across the country. It was 3 weeks. Now, mind you, we had to live in an apartment on inflatable and fold up furniture for 6 months. 7 months, 6 months, 6 months. But we were driving across the country while I was finalizing where we were going to live. And yeah. Okay, you know what? Say, Davey, like, isn't that scary? Because a lot of times I'm, like, right on. And I was thinking about this, too, is how everybody will be like, you're right, when I'm on the good things. But then when it's bad things that they don't want to take accountability for, all of a sudden they get real quiet. And I'm like, no, man, I was right about the little things and the big things. It's just because it's something scary you don't want to hear. But you may need to get a camper. I feel that for you. And that's not to be, I mean, you may do that and be like, oh gosh, I actually really like this. Get a camper and a little dog. Shit. Or like a fifth wheel and a little dog. And just, sometimes less is more. Like the simpler, the better. Yeah. It's funny how I'm right on with some shit sometimes. Like I know or something. Like intuitively I feel it. I'll give you as you head out though, I'll give you a quick ring of the sound bowl just to let go of any stress, worries. All right, so take a big breath in, blow it out. You can't use mountain lions on I did say that earlier, right? Like I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I'm kind, not nice. I tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. And I would rather be kind than nice because nice is fake. Kind is like, hey man, this is really not what you want to hear, but it's going to help you in the long run. It's also like when I say like, hey man, you're fighting the wind, and then you literally are over there fighting the wind, and then you yell at me because I was right. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, one more and then... That was a beautiful ring out. All right, say David, I'm going to give you an affirmation. All right? So, take a big breath in. Blow it out. It is always working out in my highest and best good. It is always working out for my highest and best good. I don't care if you're scared. You can do it scared. You can do it tired. You can do it hungry. You can do it angry. Do not ever give up. You can pause. You can cry. You can scream. You can throw your hands in the air. You can cuss. Do not give up. It is always working out for your highest good. I'm going to take a seat for a minute. So I am Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. Should you wish to sow into my ministry, that can always be done at Cash App, capital S in Siren, capital S in Song, capital L in Lover. Donations are greatly appreciated. That's how I keep being able to come forward and talk to you guys and hang out and bring new materials, bring new education, new everything. That's how I can show up. So if you can donate, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. That's how I pay my rent, which I am starving right now. So, you know, money. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Have a great time. Be safe. Okay. Where? Hold on one second. I lost my shit. Good night, say Davy. I'm gonna pull a few more cards. Yeah. It might get cold the next few days. Yeah. Let me know how your interview goes. So this is the King of Aloha Evil Eye deck. Gonna see if there's any other cards that pop out of here. Should you wish to book a service, that can be done through SirenSonglover.in. I'm also on... Oh. Well, that's cute. I had a spare card come out. Okay. Do not. No. Abel, stop. Okay. Abel is the equivalent of the demon under the bed, and I dropped a whole stack of cards, and I had to wrestle them away from him. So, I was trying not to get clawed to death by a cat. Okay, so this is from another card deck. So, Page of Swords, this is not letting your ungrounded emotions or ego get ahead of you. Let's see. What the Abel? Dude. Gremlin. Okay. He is the equivalent of a toddler. I love you, boy. No. Abel, let go. Okay. Normally... Come on. Okay. Normally he's not this... Who am I kidding? He's always like this. Just, normally we're not so engaged like that. Okay. Normally he's not so close to be able to mess with... No, that's not true either. I was going to say normally he's not that close to mess with my tarot stuff, but that's not true. All right, let's see. What other cards want to come out of the King of Aloha Evil Eye deck? When the cats start getting spicy, that means they're probably ready for food. Jealousy. Someone is jealous of who you are and the accomplishments you've made. It's an icky vibe. If they want accomplishments, they need to go do it too. Marine Kingdom. Someone is making offerings to marine spirits to gain power against you. No, we rebuke that. Send that back. Let it go. Let it go. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. And spiritual bath. Take a spiritual bath to break curses and remove any negative vibes that have been sent your way. Spiritual baths. And you don't even have to take a spiritual bath. You can take a spiritual shower. So anytime you're in the shower, if you're feeling heavy, like I had this happen today, like I wash my hair once a week. Today was my wash day, and as I was in the shower, I'm washing all of the ickiness that they've sent to me this week. So when you're taking a shower, intentionally imagining like you're washing off any of that negative energy or any hex work that's been sent to you, anything like that. Spiritual baths are great because, again, you're transmuting and you're sending that charge into the bath. Spiritual baths are much needed, but if you cannot take a bath, take a spiritual shower, and every shower can be a spiritual shower. And just imagine, like I say, that you're washing off any negativity. If you want to add sea salt is a beautiful clearing, especially if you have marine spirits that they're trying to send to you. Sea salt in a spiritual shower or a spiritual bath is a beautiful way to help protect and cleanse your aura and your energy. And intentionally imagine, like, I'm washing off anything that is not for my highest and greatest good. when you're in the shower, make sure that you're paying attention to your armpits. That's our lymphatic drainage system is in the armpits. So when you're taking a shower, imagine like you're washing any stuck energy, any gunk, any negativity as it's gotten stuck maybe in your armpits. Like if you feel sick, washing that area and paying attention and imagining like you're washing away any negativity that's been sent to you. All right. Let's see if there's any other cards up in here. Okay. Let's see. Probably why my kitty was being so fussy, because he's probably hungry. I just figured out there was something in the bowl till I can get off of here. Love binding spells. Someone is working to have you soul tied to them. Love spells are dangerous. Do not be going out and doing them. Do not be putting any bodily fluids in any foods. That is very dangerous because then people get obsessed. So don't be doing love bindings because you'll get obsessed. If anybody's doing love bindings on you, if you suddenly become obsessed with someone, that could be love bindings. It's not good. I don't know if anyone has heard, there's this story where this woman was putting her monthly products in this man's spaghetti, and he found out and he went crazy, and he ended up hurting both of them fatally. So don't do that. And I'm going to tell you, that is not a good thing to do. Anyway, okay. Let's see if there's any other messages in there. And as a highly intuitive woman, I figured out having relations. Hi, Azira. Having relations means that man will be kind of key to you, and that's not a good thing, especially when you part ways with them. So don't be doing crazy things. Get yourselves in trouble. I've become a lot more cautious about who I play with during certain cycles of my time because I don't want stalkers, because that is what happens. All right, let's see what else. How has your day been, Zyra? You just missed Say Davy. He just popped out. He was in for a hot minute. All right. Targeted. Someone thinks you hurt them and are mad and out to seek revenge. I'm in the Evil Eye, the King of Aloha Evil Eye deck for right now. Cool. Probably about to hop out pretty soon. So we had daylight savings time, so like I'm all messed up because our time just changed. So I'm like, it's closer, it was later yesterday. Vibe clearing. You need to incorporate a regular habit of using protection herbs, sage, palo santo, etc. to cleanse and clear negative energy from your surroundings on a weekly basis. Make sure that you have regular cleaning schedule, spiritual cleaning schedule. If you need help with that, please ask, because that is something that I do a lot of. So energetic clearing, energetic protection is one of my specialties. So you have questions, you need help, please ask. All right, let's see if there's any more. I might pull a few more letters, and like I say, I'm probably going to be out. We'll pull letters, see if there's any confirmations, words, anything else that you need. Okay. Confirmation, since it just popped out, I put it back in, it popped out again. We'll end with that, and then like I say, I'll pull a few letters, and I'm going to head out just because it's been a late one today. Vibe clearing. You need to incorporate a regular habit of using protection herbs, sage, Palo Santo, etc. to cleanse and clear negative energy from your surroundings on a weekly basis. Okay. So I love that for confirmation. Let's pull a few more letters, and then, like I said, I'm going to be out. So, I am Lara Jo, SirenSong Lover. Should you wish to book a service, that can be done at SirenSongLover.in. Should you wish to, you can also email me at SirenSongLover@yahoo.com. Should you wish to donate to my Cash App, which is greatly needed, appreciated, it's Cash App is Siren, capital S, Song, capital S, Lover, capital L. It's on the screen, but that's how I keep coming to be able to see you guys and bring knowledge and energy and information. And because it's reciprocal, you know, in order for me to keep coming, I need to, you know, funds help. Otherwise, I won't be able to read because I won't have anywhere to sit or eat or anything. All right, let me see. Or get tea. I had having some throat pain. So having some throat calm has been lovely. It's normally kept on hand for a mini me. Oh, which is very much a mini me. Okay. All right, so we have LJBOD. So LJBOD. I am Lara Jo, so you know those initials fit for me. But let's see what other. There aren't too many words you can make out of that, but I mean, I guess you can. But LJBOD. So bold, bod. Job. You could be getting a new job. Dob. Lob. And like I say, those can be initials, they can be names, they can be places, they can be anything that makes sense for you. Let's see if there's any others. That was one of my missions one day. I went to find this to be able to incorporate into my practice because I've seen it in someone else that had been doing it, and I'm like, oh no, that makes sense, and it helps because you really don't know some of those words that fit for someone that, yeah. Okay, so for this one I have FATEE. So we've got fate, obviously. FATEE. So fate, that, eat for Zyra, T for me, feet, there's so many other words we can make, but you know, you gotta get those confirmations wherever you can. I think, so Zyra, you make a really good point, is it being a day of rest? For me, it was also like a day of rest, like a great day of deep rest and rejuvenation and needing to recuperate. For me, after Friday night's stream, I was ready to throw in the towel with Twitch. I don't know why I said Stitch, but after Friday night stream and how sick my animals were and the energetic shit that happened, I almost completely gave up on Twitch. So I'm glad tonight's been a lot less chaotic, a lot less energetic, but my animals were really sick Friday after that read. I don't know which energy came in. There was a lot of energy in Friday night. I'm not sure which energy it was that came in that brought an unwelcome vibe in my house. But I almost gave up on Stitch. It was almost a pivot moment. So I've been in deep rest and hermit all weekend to be able to find the guidance, find the resources to be able to come back today. So, like I say, my house has been really sick since Friday night. So we've been resting in various ways. And like I say, consoling and consorting with Divine Creator to decide if this is the way we keep going or if this is, the end of all that. So, yeah, whatever that energy was on Friday night, it really fucked up my family, like my house and I say my family, like it really fucked up my house and I. And ironically, right before you came in, I was talking about having lost one of my kitties to spiritual attack. And it was like, yeah, that's no bueno. I don't know if it was because it was Dia de los Muertos on Friday or if it was, I don't know what was going on Friday. But I almost completely pulled the plug because whatever came in, it attacked my house, it attacked my animals, it attacked me. And I was not, I almost pulled the plug on all that, so I don't know. Of course, when I got in earlier, I had a little bit of it and I had to send it out. And I even said on live, I'm like, anyone that's not in here of the highest for the collective or my path needs to get out. Which was funny because there was some kind of like little interaction that was like, huh. And then the energy calmed down. But whatever it was Friday night, it was multiple of the animals were sick. One of my main guys who already has enough issues, he was really, really sick. Like, he threw up a lot. And he was not good all night. Like, it's taken 2 days for us to get back to being okay. Okay, so see if there's any synchronicities in here for us right now. Let's see if there's any others. So we had the star, we had the palmistry, we had the TVs on the guy's head, we have a ship whale, we have the Kabbalah, juggling, circuits, running the race, knowing that we're divinely guided, we've got protection. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the crown. Heavy is the crown. Yeah. Okay. And then... Oh. Okay, luckily Abel isn't here to get me this time. I was trying to get that card off the floor. Okay, so this one we have the mirror. We have the ocean going with those phases. The sun. Make sure you're getting out in the sun. Make sure you're resting. Chemistry, Buddha, finding your peace, palmistry for confirmation, and then clowns. That was something I said this week. I'm like, okay, so of course I summoned him and he had to come over. He was not anywhere close, and of course he had to come over. I posted this week, I was like, yeah, that's not my circus and that's not my monkeys, but I do know the ringleader and the clowns. Like, I know them. I just don't go to the circus anymore. So when people are acting like clowns, stop going, I guess. Okay. And then on here, so I love that there's the confirmation of Buddha on here. We've got the time. We've got the key. We've got the crown again. Alien. We've got angelic forces. You've got Pan, which is kind of trickster energy. And the snake eating its tail. It's all cycles. It's all evolutions. And eventually the snake will eat its tail. Just know that you don't want to be the prey and move away. Let's see. Hi, handsome. Okay. This is my gremlin who attacked me when I tried to reach down for the cards earlier. He is like the thing under the bed. He's terrifying. He's also the kitty that helped me get over the fear of spirits in the house, because is that a kitty or is that a spirit? Oh, it's just Abel. I think he got really sick Friday too. I think it started out with him being sick, and then it was the other kitty who got really, really sick. And yeah, I don't play with that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so keep chopping away. Chemistry. Don't get caught up in other people's webs. Pie. We're bringing peace. We have to balance the duality. We're on the journey. And again, Pan, trickster energy. So with trickster, we're just going to say, like, you know, have fun with life. Don't let people trick you. Make sure that you're not falling for the low-key spirits. Okay, I'm going to hop out. I am Lara Jo, SirenSong Lover. Should you wish to, like I say, book a service, that can be done through SirenSongLover.in. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, that is greatly appreciated. That can be done through Cash App with SirenSong Lover, capital S in Siren, capital S in Song, capital L in Lover. Should you wish to email me, that can be done at SirenSongLover@yahoo.com. Or if you wish to connect with me on Discord, that is at SirenSongLover as well. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. Please stay safe. We are in Scorpio season. The veil is very thin. Spirits are about. Please just make sure that you are protecting yourself, clearing your energy, taking care of yourself. If you need protection, guidance, definitely reach out, and we can talk about it. But I hope you have a great night. I am Lara Jo, SirenSong Lover, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Take care.